informative. Some very handy hints, I suppose, on a micro level, in particularly smart meters. I think all our schools and centres need smart meters. They'll help us in the way forward. On the macro side, we have the situation where there's going to be roadmaps from both Solace for FET and also from the Department of Education. I think when we have those roadmaps, it's going to give us a direction for the future, somewhere we can really see how we're going to achieve our objectives towards 2030.
I suppose one of the big things for me was having a baseline to be able to show where we've moved forward from, and a lot of the work that Charlie has done really showed that, you know, if you have that baseline, then you can see where you've made improvements. Also that idea that if you have the smart meters in, for example, that if you have a school that you can show them, this is what you were using last week, but if you made this small change, you know, that benefit, that change is measurable, and you can sell that outcome to people in a much more measurable way, and they can see the benefits of engaging. Also that whole idea that, I suppose, that reducing our thermal usage as opposed to just reducing our electricity usage, and that the fact that we must really focus on that. And also being ready to be able to avail of SEAI advice and support, and then being ready to make applications for funding, but from an informed, evidence-based place.
We found SEAI very helpful in their energy and education programme, and also utilising the resources of their M&R system to enable us to identify and target then our high energy usage.
I think from meeting as a lot of the people from ETBs today, that it's important to take into account at very different stages. You can see from some of the presentations given that some of them are quite advanced. They have projects in the pipeline and they have some financing arranged and just waiting for that to come down, whereas others don't have an energy audit done and they don't have key personnel there that are driving it either. So it's important from us in SEAI to take that into account, and I think the ramping up of supports now, and that we're going to have more PSMs, so the Partnership Support Manager supports coming down the line. They can go out and speak to each individually and see where they are, and then that way we can allocate the correct support. So be it getting started looking at their energy bills, or if it is looking at the project pipeline, or moving on to kind of business cases to see what projects are suitable for them.
I suppose I dealt with a lot of ETBs, and what we looked at was some of the obstacles that they had, and not necessarily the technical obstacles, but people know what the solutions are, but maybe being a little bit more inventive with how they can finance the small things and change some of the methods so that they can get the common sense things done that we know will save a lot, but get them done easily. So it's bringing a small little bit of money to the table to go along with the energy management, and really get very good value in euros per tonne of carbon, I suppose you could say.
Effectively, we're currently developing the pad timer in conjunction with SEAI. We're hoping to get an investment for the next 3 years around it, jointly funded by SEAI. We'll give 50% and the SEAI will also provide 50% of the funding. For that then we're going to actually look at 4 FET centres and also 4 then training centres, and the plan is to look at the carbon usage in that of those buildings. We're also looking at the geographical nature of it, and to add to that then we're looking to see as well small buildings and different sort of buildings, so that we can come up with the actual energy, the best energy approaches to each of those buildings going forward, which it will form then part of the capital pipeline going in the future.